So I got to witness today a military detail that I had never seen before. Now, granted, I only saw the passing by of it. I don't know how nationally this news is. Local hero, U.S. Marine Corps Corporal Justin Moore, passed away in a helicopter training accident, which was a NATO exercise being conducted with our NATO allies of Norway. The exercise was unrelated to the current Russia-Ukraine war, and Norwegian police had said that there was bad weather in the area when their V-22 Osprey went down in a Norwegian town. All 4 occupants were killed. Justin Moore, or Corporal Moore, was a native of Catlettsburg, Kentucky, and I was up there on one of my delivery stops today. And his body came through. I paid my respects. A coworker was up there paying her respects because she has a son who is also a Marine, who also knew Corporal Moore. And I witnessed today, a Marine return home, not to the jubilation and happiness and loving embraces of his family and friends. He returned home today with an American flag draped over his casket. And while some will argue that it wasn't the ultimate sacrifice, died defending our freedom, that he died in some freak accident, yes, but the thing is, his family has sacrificed a son. I don't know if Corporal Moore was married. I don't know if he had kids. I didn't know him. He was 6 years younger than me. And be reminded of what happened in such a short period of time. And what in the world is going on? People are... I'm driving while making this video, and people are acting strange. It's like I was playing the DOJ on the DOJ server. People randomly doing U-turns in the middle of the street. Except this was a place you had enough room to bust a UE and legal. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. A lot of people forget, though, that when somebody signs up to the military and they do pay that ultimate sacrifice, it's not just the individual. It's not just the brave men and women who serve in our military that pay that sacrifice. It's their families as well. And these families who receive these notifications that says, hey, your loved one has passed away in the line of duty, your loved one was killed in the line of duty because of this, your loved one was killed because of an IED strike by a terrorist while on routine patrol in Kandahar province, Afghanistan, or wherever. And the thing is, okay, what people, I'm gonna try and block that sun, I apologize. What a lot of people don't really get is these are young men and women. They're not your 30, 40-year-old officers who are over there, commanding. These are 18, 19, 20-year-old kids who have just barely begun their lives. And they put their life on the line to defend our freedoms that a lot of people take for granted that we have. The freedoms that people seem to protest against us having. They defended your right to do that too. And you people who protest against the Second Amendment, you got to think a person with a gun defended your right to protest against the Second Amendment, which is my right to. I have the right to keep and bear arms if I so desire it. And but the thing is the weight of this sacrifice, it's a very heavy weight to carry. Ask any soldier who's had a near-death experience where their life should have ended and it didn't. Ask them. I don't know any personally. But ask if you still don't believe me after asking them, ask the mother who lost a son. Ask the wife who lost a husband, or a husband who lost a wife in the service. Ask their kids who've lost a parent in combat or just in military service in general. Ask them how that sacrifice feels. Because it doesn't just weigh heavily on the heart of those who do have the courage to put their life on the line. Now, I am wearing old military BDU jacket. This is a decommissioned pattern. It is actual military BDUs. My name tag here, AFJROTC here. I was not in the military. I'm not wearing full combat dress uniform. I'm not wearing full BDUs. I just wear the jacket. Today, when Corporal Moore's body came through, I had this jacket buttoned up, as it should have been. Was I saluting? No, because I was not a veteran. I am not a veteran. I have a couple years left before, if I decide to join the military, I have to go into the Air Force. I'm 32 years old. I'm 32 years old. I'm too old for the Army. I'm too old for the Navy. Too old for the Marines. That leaves Coast Guard and Air Force. Probably too old for the Coast Guard, too. Should really leave only the Air Force. Air Force will give me the training and pay for the schooling. But the thing is, I was not courageous enough at the age of 18 to just say, hey, I'm going to join the Air Force. Should I have joined the Air Force? Probably. Probably should have joined the Air Force. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was young, dumb, brash. I didn't know what my calling was. I didn't have the stomach for it. Corporal Moore did. I didn't. And I respect everybody who makes that decision. Would I run and hide if the enemy came to our shores? Hell no. I'm not going to run and hide. the enemy invaded the U.S. and they got to my region, I'm picking up arms with my fellow citizens, fighting alongside the military, local militias, local police, doing everything I can. There's something that needs to be said about Corporal Moore's sacrifice. Yes, it was during a training exercise. Yes, it was an accident. But I'm going to make one thing clear. And I'm going to make it clear right now. Just because it was an accident does not mean that it was in vain. It does not mean that it was pointless. Don't debate on whether or not his sacrifice really meant anything for our country or not. I don't care. The point is, a Marine is dead. His family is in mourning. A 24-year-old whose life was just getting started. Just getting started. I'm thankful I was able to pay my respects today, even though I didn't know him. It was the least that I could do. For those of you who may watch this who have lost a loved one in the line of duty, and are the families, because a lot of people forget that it's not just the men and women in uniform who pay that sacrifice, it's their families as well. And if you've lost a loved one in combat or in military service, you have my undying gratitude for your sacrifice as well. And if Corporal Moore's family happens to see this, my condolences and my undying gratitude for letting your son do what he wanted to do. To this of Corporal Moore, I have to say, Semper Fi, Marine, and rest in peace.